statute.
So
I'm a sergeant.
Do you have a lieutenant?
I do have a.
Can I get him down here, please?
No.
Because you don't know what you're saying right now.
I can tell you, you need to move.
Interfering is a physical
You
act.
need to move. You don't know the statute.
So
you need to move.
That's assault.
That is assault.
I got it.
You need to move.
Brother, give me my phone and I'm leaving. Give me my phone.
Yeah, you're fixing to move.
Okay, give me my phone and I'll
You back up and I will give you your phone.
Give me my phone and I'll leave.
Welcome to Cop Interaction Breakdown, where we analyze encounters with police to clarify what's right, what's wrong, and what rights citizens have in each situation. This video is brought to you with support from the Random Patriot, so be sure to check the description below for a link to their channel and show them the support they deserve before we begin our analysis. This police sergeant just grabbed my phone and broke it, all because I asked him a very simple question. Today we're in Hot Springs, Arkansas, where police recently went viral after a video showed officers going hands-on with teenage girls over something as small as a Red Bull can thrown on the ground on Halloween night. So we decided to come down here and ask the police a few simple questions about that incident, but instead of answering those questions, this sergeant decided to escalate the situation. Let's take a look at what happens next, and let us know what you think in the comments below.
I just thought of something I wanted to ask you if you got a minute. If you're busy, I can come back. So, the Halloween incident with the trick-or-treating girls, whatever happened with all that? Is there charges being pressed against them still?
I don't know the answer.
You don't know anything about that? Were you involved in that at all?
I was, yes.
You showed up? Yes. What do you think about it? You think Lieutenant May was in the right for escalating it to that level?
I mean, we're doing our jobs.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, it was. I think Lieutenant May was in the wrong. I'm not saying I think everyone else that showed up was in the wrong. They were doing their jobs, but I do think he was in the wrong. What do you think about it?
I mean, we were just doing our jobs.
Do you think he was in the right? Would you? Or let me ask you this: would you have done it the same way?
I couldn't say. I mean, I wasn't in that situation, so.
You've seen the video. You should know whether, if someone shows me a job site I've not been on, I'll tell you what I would have done or not would have done. So what would you have done on that job site?
I mean, he encountered somebody that broke the law and he dealt with the situation. So, I mean, that's all.
So you think if someone's littering, it's okay to escalate it to violence?
I mean, if you have a non-compliant suspect.
I mean, he went hands-on with them before they were non-compliant.
Okay. I mean, I wasn't there for that portion, so I mean, I can't.
You seen the video?
His body camera footage?
Yeah.
I think everybody has, yeah.
Right. So do you think it's okay to go hands-on with someone for littering, even if they don't like the fact that they got caught littering? That it's okay to escalate it with a minor to violence? He immediately grabbed out, and the girl was actually apologizing to him and saying she would pick it up, and he threw her out of the way. And then that's when it escalated with the other girls, because he immediately goes hands-on with a minor over a Red Bull can on Halloween. You ever TP a house when you were a kid?
No, I can't say that I did.
Any of your friends do that or anything? I'm not saying I did either.
Yeah, I think
just a general question.
A couple of my friends probably did.
You think they should have got beat up for it?
I mean, I don't know.
I'm not trying to put you in a corner. I'm literally just asking you.
I mean,
the answer is no.
I mean, if they run into law enforcement.
The answer is no. You shouldn't think your friend should be beat up for TPing a house. I think anyway. I'd be surprised if someone said yes.
Okay.
What do you think, brother?
I mean, that's your opinion.
You think people should get beat up for littering?
I prefer not to say.
Huh?
I prefer not to say. I mean.
So refer not to say is kind of saying. I know what you're saying. Right. This exactly.
Well, he's not my lieutenant, so
We still ain't range.
that doesn't matter.
We're just hanging out.
Yep. Do you guys think it's okay to go hands-on with someone for littering? Let me ask you this. If I threw a cigarette butt right in front of you right now, would you go hands-on with me?
It's all going to depend on the situation.
Well, in this situation.
All right. What are we doing right now?
Asking you a question.
Okay. Are these other units investigating something right now?
No idea. They came up and talked to us first.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I'd be asking if he was busy.
Okay, if they're investigating or if they're doing something right now, by law, you're interfering in a governmental operation, so y'all need to...
Interfering is a physical act, so asking him a question is not interfering. And I literally... Sir, hold on, let me finish. Let me finish and then I'll let you talk. And whenever I walked up here, I asked him specifically, hey, are you busy? Because if you are, I'll come back. And he said, no, what's up? So now we're talking. I didn't just come bombard him. I literally asked him, are you busy and can we talk? And he said, yes. Okay. And I said, I'll walk away if you want me to.
We were as polite to him as we would be to our mothers.
Yeah.
Okay. But if the units are here in the parking lot, then they're taking care of an official business.
Okay, that's fine.
That's fine.
Okay, then we don't need to be right here where they're taking care of the business.
Well, we asked them and they said they would talk.
Sir, I think you're coming up and you don't know what the situation is, and you're assuming a lot of things right now.
I'm not assuming.
You absolutely are assuming, because you're assuming that I just came up here and started bombarding them, and you didn't hear me ask permission and say, "What's up? Are you busy?" And he said, "No. What's going on?" And we talked.
How many units is in the parking lot?
That's irrelevant. There could be
No,
10.
it's not.
There's
It's
4
very
in the parking lot.
relevant.
The gentleman
Because
over my
we're
right
here-
shoulder was taking a report with another lady, so we didn't bother him. This unit's empty. This unit had 2 individuals.
The reason that unit is empty is because that officer's right there.
Okay.
And they came up to me and started talking to me first, and then I came in.
Wanting to know if you were part of the call that they were up here on.
That was you're doing some more assuming, sir. You're doing some more assuming. I have it all on video.
Go.
Let me get out of
Yes,
y'all's
sir.
way.
Let me get out of your way.
We don't want to impede or
So-
anything. We just ask questions.
Yeah, honestly, you're escalating by assuming.
I'm not assuming. I'm just.
You're assuming a lot of things. Everything
I'm
you
not
said,
assuming.
everything you've said so far is an assumption that you've made
Okay, I
without
can
any
tell you-
information.
I can tell you straight up, we don't usually hang out here in the parking lot, so we're not just out here visiting. If we're here, we're on official police business.
Cool. Good. Cool.
We
Okay.
don't
So
normally hang out here
that's not
either,
an
but
assumption. Okay.
That has nothing to do with what you assumed a bunch of other things. Now you're trying to change the subject to something that doesn't even matter.
You assumed we were interfering with an
You assumed we were interfering. You assumed that when they came up and talked to me is because they thought I was part of the call. All that's assuming. All that's assuming.
Explaining to you that if they're out here, they're on official business.
Okay.
But if you're
Until
in
they
uniform
can-
in your car, you're on official business.
You're always on official business.
That doesn't necessarily mean
gentlemen.
I can't talk to you.
Are you on official
We're
business
gonna
right now? So back to my question. If I threw a cigarette down right now in front of everyone here, would you go hands on with me? What would you do if I threw a cigarette butt down right now?
I know what this is in reference to.
Yeah.
And I'm going to just tell you like this. Each situation is going to be handled.
Okay, so I'm not talking about that situation. I'm talking about this situation. If I pulled a cigarette
You'd be
butt,
asked to pick it up.
okay, let's say I didn't pick it up. What happens?
It's still a Class A misdemeanor. You can still go to jail.
Okay, so if I don't pick it up and I walk away,
There's a lot of ifs in life, okay?
Well,
And I'm not going to if this
I'm just
conversation
asking
with
you a few
So
questions.
This conversation is finished.
Okay.
You seem uncomfortable answering my questions.
What's the Third Amendment to the Constitution?
As far as that, I don't recall right offhand.
And you swore not to uphold the Constitution, did you not?
I am.
Okay. Would you look that up next time you go in and remember?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you.
Awesome,
Now,
thank you.
Can you quote me all of the Fourth and the Fifth Amendment or the 16th Amendment?
Not by word, but I can
Okay.
tell you what it's about.
I could do most of that, yeah, definitely. What's
All right,
the
we're finished right
What's the
here.
5 elements of the First Amendment? That's an easy one. What's the 5 elements of the First Amendment? I'll give you a
We're
hint.
finished with this
I'm going to give you a hint because I want you to get it right. The acronym is RAPS, R-A-P-P-S.
I'm going to get out. I'll make sure I'm out of the way.
R-A-P-P-S. All right, I won't bother him.
Y'all need to
We'll leave alone.
move down.
We're good right here.
The area that
I'm
he's
allowed to stand right here.
No, sir, you're not. You're going to have to move from where he's investigating this.
It's not impeding anything.
Sir, this is what I'm fixing to tell you. You're interfering with a governmental operation.
Interfering-
If you do not
interfering
move from right here,
is a-
I'm not going to explain it to you.
Do you have a
Is
lieutenant?
this the lady he's working with?
Do you have a lieutenant?
I'm a sergeant.
Do you have a lieutenant sergeant?
I do have a.
Can I get him down here, please?
No.
Because you don't know what you're saying right now.
I can tell you, you need to move.
Interfering is a physical
You
act.
need to move. You
So-
don't know the statute.
So
I'm a sergeant.
do you have a lieutenant
I
sergeant?
do have a.
Can I get him down here, please?
No.
Because you don't know what you're saying right now.
I can tell you, you need to move.
Interfering is a physical
You
act.
need to move. You don't know the statute.
So-
you need
Hey,
to
that's-
move.
that's assault.
That is assault.
I got it.
You need to move.
Brother, give me my phone and I'm leaving. Give me my
Yeah,
phone.
you're fixing to move.
Okay, give me my phone and I'll
You back up, and I will give you your
Give me
phone.
my phone and I'll leave.
Back up.
He just assaulted him in front of you. You
Back
gonna do
up.
something
Or
about
you're
it?
going to jail.
He didn't assault him.
Brother, give me my phone.
Do you know what
So you escalated it to violence, just like you
Yeah,
like I
just
said
like-
you would.
The reason I did, if you will read the statute, you're interfering.
It's a physical act. It's a physical act. You just screwed up,
It does
brother.
not have to be
You just
physical.
screwed up. You're getting a complaint on your record.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Go
We can
ahead.
Complaint. You
But
guys
if
have the
you-
right to complain. Come on, Sarge. They're just
screwed
trying to
up,
bait.
brother.
They're baiting us. They're baiting us. They're just trying to get a paycheck. Come on.
Hey, sir, I don't want your paycheck. Promise you, I don't. I don't need it.
This is all. You guys can't. Parking spaces in front of it. Parking spaces in front of
You just screwed up, man.
If you're gonna rightfully,
We're gonna stay on the sidewalk.
Get somewhere you can lawfully record.
stay on the
No,
sidewalk.
I don't stay right here.
I can lawfully record right here. Thank you, Captain. You're. Oh, I'm very sorry.
Look, we're not interfering. We're not going to say anything to anybody. We're going to stand here and we're going to be quiet.
You just let your ego get ahead of you, man.
I'm gonna stay at.
Sergeant M. Brown. What's your badge number, please?
My badge number is 16.
16.
And if you will read the statute, it does not have to be physical.
It
can be verbal.
No, it can't.
You don't know the law very
I do know it. I know it better than you. You don't even know the First Amendment, brother.
And I ask you, other than quizzing us, just here to.
I was actually just coming to talk and ask questions, and then he came up and started shit with me. I was like, me and them were having a really cool conversation, being really polite. There was no anything until he came up. The sergeant came up, and it was the worst one on scene was the sergeant.
I said if they're here, they're doing an official investigation. You need to be back.
Do you have a complaint form on you? Can I do it right now?
We can do it. You can do a complaint.
Can I do it right now?
I don't. Normally, this is what I do.
Could you get me one, man? Like, I'm asking you, please. Yes, please.
It may be something that has to be done Monday, or when a lieutenant's on duty. I don't believe that there's a lieutenant there.
There's not a lieutenant on duty that you could call for me?
No, there's not. Our lieutenant leaves at 2 o'clock, and the last one left at 3. I don't believe there's a lieutenant on duty, unless there's one in CID and it's Lieutenant Hayes.
Would you mind hollering at him for me? Thank you. You just broke my... He broke my property, by the
I saw
way.
you do it. I got it on video.
Yeah.
You did it. That was assault.
That's assault.
I want to touching is assault. And you, corporal, you're scared to do anything to your sergeant.
Yeah. You need to stand up and do what's right, brother. Don't just go along with it because he's your sergeant. It's a good point. That dog wants a piece, dude. That dog wants a piece.
Yep.
Can I pet your dog? That's Hot Springs Police Department.
Hey, Lieutenant. Hey, how are you?
You as well. I'm not here to start anything. We were literally here talking to a couple police officers who came up to us first. I came back to talk to them, asked them politely if you're busy. They said, if you're busy, I'll come back. When you're not, they said, no, what's up? So me and him were having just a normal conversation. And then Sergeant, I already forgot his name, so he came up and started escalating with me immediately. Saying I was interfering, I don't need to be talking to him. And I told him he was assuming things. I already asked him if he was busy or not. Well, anyways, he wants us out of here. So we get up on the sidewalk, away from everything, and he immediately gets on my face, grabs my phone out of my hand, breaks
Snatches it.
this in half, and gets in my face and starts walking me back, saying that I'm going to go to jail for standing here filming.
Well, I think from what he was telling me, that the guys were here on official business and they were trying to answer calls for service, and y'all were filming that. He was just, from what he told me, that he just asked you guys, don't interrupt their official business. Don't interrupt. I'm just talking, okay? But anyway, he just said that they were trying to do official business, and by you guys being up in their business, he just asked you to step away from them while they do their official
And we
business.
did immediately.
Well, that's fine. That's fine.
Then he took my phone and broke it and got in my face and threatened to arrest if I don't leave the premises.
Yeah, threatened to arrest us both.
I don't know what transpired to provoke that either
You got
way.
an obvious break.
I mean,
equipment here.
my stuff's broken and we got it on film,
Yeah.
so
Well,
we're
on
obviously
film. You guys are on film just as well.
we're obviously
body
not
cameras.
lying. So
we filmed the same thing.
So are you kind of in the? What's your stance on all this?
Well, until I see a video of otherwise, it's just.
So you're just going to take his word over ours?
No, what I'm saying is, there's two sides to every story, right? So.
Well, it's pretty obvious what happened. I got broken material in my pocket.
Well, but you're telling me what happened. He's telling me
That corporal probably already. What did the corporal tell you?
Are you listening to me?
I am, but I already know what you're saying. You're taking his side. All you have is his side and my side, so you're not going to take a stance on it. Is what you're saying, right? You got two sides, and you don't know who to believe, so you're going to believe your sergeant.
No, you have a video, and he has a video. I'd like to go look at both of those.
I'd like to file a complaint on him, please.
For
Assault
come on,
and battery.
Yeah.
Really?
I have broken, bro.
He reached out.
Right, but I think, don't you think that's a little...
No, I do not.
Really?
Don't you think he took
I would've did
it a
that
little
to him,
far?
what do you think would've
Yeah,
happened?
all right.
let's say I get in your face and I grab your camera and break
That's
it.
not gonna
What do you? Am I going to go to jail for that?
Yes,
Yes. So why isn't he? So he needs to go to jail too.
We're the police. You just can't
Exactly. So that's my whole point. Is you think you're better than us and you can get away with
No,
shit that I can't get away with.
no, you think you're better than us because
No, I don't. I was talking to dude like a normal person.
Stop interrupting
You're
me.
crazy, brother. This is
See,
crazy.
So you're not listening to me.
No, because you're taking their side.
Nobody.
Let it
All right,
listen,
so
let it-
here's the side, okay? You come here Monday. The captain will be here. You're more than welcome talking to her.
This is Hot
Captain
Springs
King,
Police Department.
Hot Springs Police Department.
Trash.
Why would you go and say?
Because that's what you're acting.
Nobody.
I just got assaulted, and you're taking his side.
You didn't get assaulted.
I absolutely did.
What is assault?
Any unwanted touching,
Yes.
according to statute.
And what do you think that he did?
He reached out, snatched the phone out of his hand.
After what? After he told him to step back?
After I backed up,
Did he tell you to step back?
and I did,
And then what did you do after that?
and I kept backing up wherever he
That's
told
not
me
what you're
to.
saying, and you won't let me go look at the video to say.
Go look at it. I'll wait. I'll wait.
Okay.
Or you want me to show you? I got it.
If you have it, let's see it.
Here, his will be a better view.
I'll see if I can rewind this.
I don't appreciate you calling us trash.
Well, I don't appreciate being assaulted, and you're laughing at me about it.
Nobody.
I came up here, dude. Me and those
What
first.
time did anybody laugh?
You just did. I have it on camera too. Do you want to watch you laughing? Do you want to watch you
I laughed
laughing?
that you were saying that you
Did
were
he laugh?
assaulted.
Yeah.
So now we got 2-on-2. Yes, you did laugh. I have it on film. Do you want to watch you laughing at me saying I was assaulted?
Did you find it?
Well, it's going to take a minute
I got time.
because I don't know how to fast forward.
Dude, we were having a very good conversation. Very positive. Nobody was like mad that I was talking to them. It was a fine conversation until Sergeant walks up. Then he immediately escalates the entire thing. And no one's even getting in his face. Like, we are backing up doing what he's saying, and then he still grabs my phone out of my hand and breaks it because I'm not leaving the entire premises. I don't have to leave the entire premises. I don't. Well, that's what he broke my phone over and threatened to arrest on me for. That's illegal too. You can't threaten arrest for something that's not illegal. You can't go around saying I'm going to arrest you if you don't leave here.
You can, but
Yes,
you
you
won't go to
can.
court.
No, you can't.
It's private property. If he says
This isn't private property.
No, I'm saying they can't. You said they can't say that. Yes, they can.
If
On
it's private, that's
property,
not this
somebody has asked you to
circumstance.
leave,
That's
you have
not
to
this
leave.
circumstance. This circumstance
Yeah,
is public.
Let me get close.
This is public property.
Oh, you got your own screen lock.
Yeah. Okay, there's the sergeant.
How's this actually operate?
So you hold it like this, and that attaches right there. See that's broken?
That is broken. Yes, I do see that is broken.
I'm not going to pretend it was $100 or anything. It was literally $15 at Walmart. If I could get my money to replace that and an apology, I would love to shake his hand and just be out of here.
No complaints with A.
That's entirely up to Sergeant Brown if he would like to do that. I mean, I think that we all learned a little bit from this incident, and I think we can all be a little bit better in how we do it. Like I discussed with you about,
Yes, sir.
you know, letting somebody disengage and not trying to re-engage and try to make them, you know, look bad in front of folks. So that's.
I don't mean to argue, but I promise you, I wasn't trying to. If he knew the answer, then he doesn't look bad. I didn't know he didn't know the answer.
Yeah.
I asked him a question,
Well, just
hoping he would answer
Just
it.
listening on the camera, I could see. I took it as that, and I was not a part of it, and I took it as you were just trying to be confrontational and show him that you knew more than he did and was just trying to embarrass.
I asked him the easiest question there is to the Constitution. Literally, if I wanted to find a... Hold on, let me finish real quick. If I wanted to stump him, I would have asked him a way harder question. Trust me, I know plenty. I asked him literally the easiest one I could think of, and I can show you other videos of me doing this and cops knowing it, and I post it, and it's awesome because I love them to know it. I want you to know the First Amendment. Like, I need you to know the First Amendment. I do not expect you not to know it. I expect you to know it. So when I ask you it, I'm expecting you to answer me, just like other cops do.
So why wouldn't it be something like this? Like, hey, if you don't know the 5 things about the First Amendment, I'd like to give you an acronym that helps me remember. And
That's literally what I said.
It's not. Well, it's kind of. Okay, but the way you went about it.
Well,
was very
okay,
confrontational.
I won't argue with that. You're right.
It wasn't like, hey, let me help you out.
But I will say, you're right. I'm not going to argue with that. But before that, it was me and the other cops were having a really good conversation.
You were, I saw that.
And then he came and escalated it by assuming a bunch of things he didn't know. And then now me and him are kind of having a not so good conversation. And that's where that tone came from, because he came in with a bunch of assumptions that he had no idea about, that I was bombarding those cops and I wouldn't leave them alone, when literally you saw me ask if you're busy or not, and I'll come back if you are.
I did see
and
that.
so he assumed a bunch of stuff, and now me and him are arguing because he's assuming stuff, and I'm still trying to give him an easy question.
Well, right now we've gotten through that, right? You understand where he's coming from.
So far, we'll see how it goes. Yes.
He understands where you're coming from, right? And we're all going to learn, and we're going to try to be better, right?
Definitely.
And like I said, just try to understand what I talked to you about with that space, and respecting when somebody says hey, and when they try to disengage. Okay, now Sergeant Brown wants to take care of that. That is entirely up to you all. If you want to press anything further, you are more than welcome to as well. Okay?
Well, an apology and a handshake is good for me.
I don't do many handshakes. I'll do a fist bump or something. But as far as what I was trying to explain to you, interfering with a governmental operation is not always physical. It can be refusing to comply with a lawful command.
And that wasn't a lawful command.
He was talking about when he asked you to get off the sidewalk and get out in front of the doors.
That wasn't a lawful command for me to get off the public. Is this public property right here? I was well away from everything that was happening.
I'm just trying to explain to you what he's.
Yeah.
What he's
Well,
trying to tell
he
you.
needs to just be more chill with the public and not try to force your authority over everybody because they said something you didn't like.
Hold on.
That's what happened.
I know, but stop.
That is what
I know,
happened.
okay, but listen. See, instead of just saying stop doing this and stop, throwing your authority, why don't you say, hey, I think you could have come at me a little different.
Why aren't you saying that to him?
Because you're the one that's saying
No,
it.
he's the one that escalated it.
I'm trying to
No,
help.
no, I'm not done. No, whenever he came up to me, he is the one that escalated everything. Why aren't you telling him, hey, when you talk to the public, you could say it a lot nicer. You could do this, you could do that. You're not doing any of that. You're doing it to me.
He was just
To your professional sergeant?
He was just fixing to apologize, and then you told him how he should come at you, and that
No,
he should.
well, no, he wanted to justify his actions before he apologized. So instead of apologizing, he started on a rant about how he was justified doing what he was doing, instead of just saying, sorry, brother.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
Was he not?
I'm
Did
sorry.
he not start a whole speech that had nothing to do with an apology?
You did. I mean,
Lieutenant, I'm not going to take up your time if he wants to file a formal complaint.
So I would love to fist bump or elbow,
I'm done with this conversation.
but I just want an
because
apology, dude. I'll even say sorry to you for
we
making
tried
you
to
look
do that,
dumb.
But you always want to put it in the last word. You don't want to listen to what I've got to say. So you can.
No,
ask
I want
my
an apology.
supervisor
I don't want a speech from you. I want an apology, and I will apologize right back. I don't want a speech first.
I apologize if I made you feel uncomfortable.
What about my equipment?
We will address that.
Do you apologize for breaking my equipment and getting in my face?
As far as being in the face, you had your camera within 12 inches or less.
You walked up
You
to
were-
me. I didn't move,
All right,
brother.
we're done.
You got in my face. It's on camera. You getting in my face, and that is why I call Hot Springs Police Department trash. Because you could have just apologized and we could be cool, but you would rather hold your ego in your pants and walk in the police station. Can I get a complaint form, Lieutenant? Can I get a complaint form?
Yes, hang by.
Thank you.
Looking at the entire encounter in this video, the interaction between the auditor and the officers initially appears calm and respectful. The auditor was simply asking questions related to a previous incident, and even asked the officer if he was busy before starting the conversation. This suggests that at the beginning there was no clear attempt to interfere with police duties. However, the situation escalated when the sergeant claimed that the auditor was interfering with a governmental operation. Under the laws of the state of Arkansas, this offense is generally addressed in Arkansas Code Section 5-54-102. The statute states that a person commits this offense when they knowingly obstruct, impair, or hinder the performance of a governmental function by a public servant. An important point here is that, in most legal interpretations, the interference must be actual and substantial, not merely asking questions or recording in a public place. In the video, the auditor backed up when instructed and did not appear to physically obstruct the officers in any way. Because of this, the claim that the auditor was interfering may not meet the legal threshold required for the offense. Additionally, the auditor's act of recording police officers in public is generally protected under the First Amendment to the United States Constitution, which safeguards freedom of speech and the right to gather information in public spaces. Numerous federal court decisions have affirmed that citizens have the right to record police officers performing their duties in public as long as they are not actually interfering with those duties. One of the most controversial moments in the video occurs when the sergeant grabs the auditor's phone and damages the recording equipment. If this action was not justified by an immediate safety concern or lawful authority, it could potentially be viewed as unnecessary use of force and interference with personal property. In many cases, officers who seize or damage recording equipment without proper justification may face civil complaints or constitutional rights lawsuits. In conclusion, based on what is shown in the video, the situation appears to have been unnecessarily escalated. The auditor was exercising the right to ask questions and record in a public space, while the claim of interfering with a governmental operation does not appear to be clearly supported by the actions shown. This situation highlights the importance of both citizens and law enforcement officers understanding the legal boundaries and constitutional rights involved in public encounters. Now we want to hear from you. Do you think the sergeant handled this situation appropriately, or do you think he crossed the line when he grabbed the phone and escalated the encounter? Should asking questions of police officers ever lead to a physical confrontation like this? Let us know what you think down in the comments below. We read your comments and they help shape future videos and discussions on this channel.